If there's one thing that binds us all, it's that need for superior, effective and prompt medical attention and care when we're feeling unwell. But the state of medical assistance in India has often come under the scanner for being too slow in response time or even negligent at times. And medical care that is accurate, precise and effective is often thought to be the monopoly of the upper middle classes who have access to private hospitals or those with a great medical insurance plan. Well, one startup has made a very bold claim that it will provide effective, instant medical assistance anytime, anywhere, to anyone. This is Dr. Insta, a startup that claims to be India's first video medicine consultation platform. While the startup's ambitions are very bold, here's what I want to know. Dr. Insta relies on video chat to provide medical assistance. How will it reach those who don't have internet access in emergencies? How will Dr. Insta win over the trust of those who rely on family doctors for generations? Can a virtual clinic ever replace brick and mortar ones?
Your sickness doesn't come to you by announcing its arrival.
Meet the sharp minds behind Dr. Insta, Amit Munjal and Dr. Prashant Jain. Amit brings within 15 years of experience of working at large conglomerates. He has been at the helm of affairs as the co-founder and CEO of Dr. Insta since its inception. Dr. Prashant, with 16 years of experience, made it his personal and professional mission to marry technology with health and has done just that with Dr. Insta.
If you look at outpatient department, 7 out of 10 outpatient department visits are redundant. There are medical doctors who can resolve these problems as well on video medicine than you are going to a doctor's office. In situations like those, you can heavily rely upon a product like Dr. Insta.
I decided to head over to their office to meet the men behind India's first video medicine consultation platform. The mission, they told me, was singular: to bridge the gap between doctors and patients through a digital channel for primary healthcare. The aim of Dr. Insta is to provide best-in-class medical help instantly, anytime, anywhere.
Dr. Insta relies upon video chat, but we also have telemedicine solution. So you can have a phone conversation with the doctors if you are in an area where video is not available. So this way we bring healthcare to even the underprivileged segment which doesn't have ready access to internet or phone.
Virtual clinic is a place where we are planning to have a first line of defense, but it will not replace a brick and mortar clinics. So it will never replace it, but we will definitely provide a support to them.
The team was dedicated to offering a plethora of services in areas ranging from general medicine to diet and nutrition to pediatrics. The app can be downloaded for free, but each consultation comes at a price of 400 rupees. But can patients actually access Dr. Insta in a country where internet penetration is just 18%? Or does Dr. Insta have a B2B model as well?
So there are 2 business models for Dr. Insta. One is B2C, so business to consumer, whereby average Ram or Rahim can have a consultation with Dr. Insta. And the second model is a B2B2C model, so business to consumer model, whereby we are rolling it out amongst small, medium and large companies. So those are our vehicles to scale up as we move forward in our journey.
Tell us about the funding you've received up until now and how have you utilized it?
So we have gotten funding of around $500,000. Most of the funding has gone toward product development and enhancement and team development.
What is the value addition that Dr. Insta brings to a consumer?
The value addition that Dr. Insta brings to a patient is that at the click of the app, the doctor is available to you. No matter what time of the day or night it is, no matter where you are. That's the biggest value add. So with Dr. Insta, you don't have to do self-medication or chemist-induced medication, which by the way are very horrible, very bad for all of us because we don't know the side effects, we don't know the long-term effects of these medications.
Now what sets you apart from others that use Internet of Things enabled devices to capture heart rate, monitor diabetes using portable devices and smartwatches?
So they are complementary to Dr. Insta. People who have like BP monitors or diabetic monitors with themselves, It is better, like we know as a doctor that what are their conditions, glucose level is, or what their blood pressure is going on in the past. So we can guide them or suggest them the better medication.
And what is your response rate and time in times of crisis? Is there ever a margin for error?
So there is no margin of error, or very minimal, because our response rate is less than 3 minutes, and patient who is in critical condition can connect with us within 3 minutes. And we can take a decision based on the look and feel of the patient, signs and symptom of the patient, and can decide like whether we can treat them or we should refer it for a further investigation or treatment.
Well, winning the trust of people who turn to habitual family doctors is going to be an uphill task for these founders. But I'm going to give the consultation a shot before throwing the ball in the mentor's court.
So initially I will only prescribe you symptomatic treatment.
Okay.
If you do not get well in 2 or 3 days, then you can come back with us and with a blood report. And then
We are certain that no matter how big and lofty the ambitions, the limitations are inevitable. But let's hear from our mentors.
It's a great tool for late night consultations in the case of emergencies. It's great for second opinions. However, I think the bigger challenge is around the behavioral change. On a larger scale, in remote areas also these services will be useful, but the infrastructure in those areas, I'm not sure whether that is ready as yet. But it's something which will, over a period of time, start to gather roots.
Dr. Insta is a fresh concept in our country, but I see 2 severe limitations that will hold it back from becoming the next unicorn. The first one is the video streaming capabilities on which the model relies heavily on. We all know the capabilities on data transfer in India remains limited. The second challenge is the comfort that patients earlier had in terms of physically seeing a doctor, getting their pulse checked, having a visual inspection, and also being able to see a facility around the physician. Absence of these 3 will put big limitation on the patient being comfortable with the doctor on the video.
A perfect dish is the coming together of different ingredients in different quantities to make something wholesome, perfect, complete. And finding the right talent for your startup, especially in the beginning when you're just starting to set up shop, is just like finding those right ingredients in the right measurements, of course. Questions and doubts are natural. Whom should I hire? How much should I pay him or her? What are the skill sets that I should look for? So in order to understand the tricks of the trade, we went and asked someone who works very closely with startups and their founders.
When you are looking out for talent, you have to really demarcate which talent you're looking for. And the top, you absolutely have to look at, whether it's the global talent which you're getting in, or whether it's some senior talent which is from the industry which you're getting in. The whole objective of them coming in is to be part of your startup. And the only way they become part of your startup is when you actively lend out, ask them to participate by virtue of giving them some stock options. That's the carrot to keep them on. At the middle level, I think you should have a set of correct policies which are in place. And at the bottommost of the pyramid, I'm sure you should have the competitive salary structures in place so that you are able to keep and retain those employees which want to exit or enter very quickly into your system.
One startup that claims to take the medical world by storm, and the other that has literally caught the travel bug. Big ideas and great ambitions, but will they survive to tell the tale? Ours is a show that will answer that billion-dollar question.